Coming up on Mountain News this morning, it's the cold that never goes away, and COVID has hit the Commonwealth hard this summer as it sent a surge of people to the hospital.
Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News this morning.
Good morning. I'm Amelia Lee. The time is 6 o'clock and the date is August 30th. Let's check in with meteorologist Tim Drawbridge for a look at your forecast this morning.
Good morning, Amelia. Good morning, everyone. We've got another hot day today, but this is the last day you got to deal with this, well, we'll say sultry heat and humidity. Won't say excessive because, you know, it's weather. We got to deal with it, right? Got to deal with it during the course of the football games tonight with heat index feels like values falling back from 3-digit feels like values from the afternoon. But we have the sign with the break in the heat and the sign and the break with the humidity coming to fruition this holiday weekend. Well, the low clouds and fog that we're trying to develop about an hour ago seemingly dissipating. That's good news. But some of the reporting stations leaving hazard down into Harlan. Again, low visibility is typical for this time of the morning, less than a mile over toward Charleston. So keep that in mind. If your travel is down 64, take you eastbound that way. Mid and upper 60s, lower 70s right now across the Commonwealth. Regarding anything else, mid and high level clouds, nothing right now. High pressure still giving us an ability. That's a quick preview of the future view, but nonetheless, on to the 12-hour planner. Actually, no, it's going to take me to the game of the week. But you know what? Why not? Because it highlights the isolated shower and thunder shower threat as we head through the afternoon, diminishing this evening in time for football action. We'll talk more about the game of the week and your ARH First Alert 7-day forecast as we rock and roll through this 6 o'clock hour. Amelia?
Tim, thank you. Statewide health leaders say they are seeing an increase in COVID cases. They are encouraging people to get a new COVID-19 vaccine when it becomes available in several weeks. Kentucky's summer surge is sending more and more people to the emergency rooms. WYMT's Phil Pendleton spoke to health officials in Pulaski County about why the new vaccine is important.
COVID-19 numbers are running ahead of what health leaders say they were seeing this time last year.
There's a return to school. So students are back in the classrooms in close proximities, and that's one of the reasons we think that maybe there's some increase this month.
A new variant is causing people to have fevers, shortness of breath, coughing, and other symptoms. A new vaccine should arrive in about 3 weeks.
Not necessarily going to completely stop you from getting COVID. It's designed to help it be less impactful on you.
And no vaccines are currently being given out here right now for COVID-19. Health leaders are being told to wait for this new vaccine, which does address the new variants of COVID-19. The new vaccine is arriving as health leaders say hospitals across the state are seeing more admissions.
Hospitalizations are sitting at about 880 for the month of August. And that for emergency room visits, we're just over about 4,000 emergency room visits in August.
Doctors at Lake Cumberland Regional Hospital also say there's been a marked increase over the past 2 to 3 weeks.
It's not going away, but we do hope that with the vaccinations, we can keep the numbers from rising anymore.
In Pulaski County, Phil Pendleton, WKYT.
Lake Cumberland District health leaders say the exact numbers are harder to gauge now because so many people take the at-home tests. Well, it's been almost 1 month since Bluegrass Navigators hosted a radio day at WSGS in Hazard to raise money for hospice care. I had the opportunity to speak with those involved to learn more about why it's important. Hospice care is a service for any person who has an illness or a decline in health and needs support. Nurse manager at Bluegrass Hospice Center, Donna Gibson, says all walks of life are seen in hospice care.
And we kind of just basically hold their hand, educate them, and let them choose their path.
Gibson has been working in hospice care for 17 years. She says some families are wary when they hear the word hospice, but if they make the choice to use that type of care, some say they wish that they would have come sooner.
It's a quality of life to be able to do what they want to do to not be in the hospital all the time, to be able to enjoy their family at home.
That is why Bluegrass works to provide hospice care for all who need it. Dawson Barnett is the Associate Director of Philanthropy. He says support and donations on Radio Day throughout the year allows the care center to continue to serve patients and their families,
regardless of their insurance status or ability to pay, and we never have to turn anybody away from our care.
But the community supports hospice care with more than just monetary donations. Some folks regularly bring food for the family room, where families can sit together while at the center. Barnett says giving back is something he continues to do.
I know that I'm impelled to give and support hospice care because it is such a wonderful thing to our community.
Gibson says getting to see her patients is something she will always be grateful for.
But you know, you can't change the prognosis a lot of times, but you can change those minutes they had by listening and just caring and being there.
Radio Day in Perry County brought in around $25,000, with more donations continuing to come in. More information about Bluegrass Hospice Care and how to donate can be found online at bgcarenav.org. Governor Andy Beshear appointed a professor from the University of Pikeville to a state board. Beshear announced Janisha Kilgore-Bowling to the Board of Social Work. Kilgore-Bowling will represent licensed clinical social workers. She's currently serving as the School of Social Work chair at U Pike. The professor says she's excited and humbled by the appointment. A unique conference is wrapped up last night, and that focused on women steel workers. The Women of Steel Conference was hosted in Lexington. Last night, Lieutenant Governor Jacqueline Coleman spoke to the conference of 100 women from 4 different states. District Director Larry Ray says the conference is about empowering women in the workplace.
It's good, it's union building, it's union power, and it goes to show that when we collectively work together, we can create good paying jobs with good benefits that sustain family values.
The conference started on Sunday. A Kentucky university is announcing a major partnership yesterday to innovate workspaces. Eastern Kentucky University is partnering with Toyota. EKU's top-ranked doctor of occupational therapy will be working with the auto manufacturer to create safer and more efficient workspaces by applying principles of ergonomics and universal design. EKU OTD student Madeline Spears says universal design is key to improving workspaces for everyone.
The design of built environments and processes to make them more accessible and usable for people no matter their skill level and no matter their abilities.
The collaboration blends workforce engagement with academic learning to strengthen Kentucky manufacturing.
And a good Friday to you. Not much going on locally. That's always a good thing, at least for right now. As we head through this afternoon, we do run the risk of an isolated shower or thunder shower. You just got to contend with some locally dense, well, not locally dense, but localized areas of low clouds and fog as we head through the next hour or two. Then it's just hot and humid for the afternoon, with heat index feels like values end up approaching 3 digits as we head for the afternoon. I thought I hit the bus stop on this one, and because it's sponsored, we're going to get it in. And you know what? It's Friday, and I'm going to wrestle with the weather computer on a Friday heading into a holiday weekend. All right, low clouds and fog. It's 66 outside our door right now. Again, a lot of sunshine, a shower, thunder shower threat starts to evolve. Lunch hour through the afternoon. Again, the high and hazard up to 95. All right, we're going to stop wrestling with the weather computer, and we're going to talk about the ARH First Alert 7-day forecast that has some beautiful weather on the way. When is it going to arrive? We'll let you know in a few moments. Amelia?
Well, thank you for joining Mountain News this morning. More news is on the way when we return. In the run up to November, the politics of the presidential candidates are under more scrutiny as they are asked to answer tougher questions.